Here's one of the things that you make two of. It's partially done. And the reason I say it's partially done is because also going to have to add some pieces off of this. This one calls for, let's see here, 25. 25 right there. Now, this came with plastic piece on both sides. I took it off of just one side in hopes that I wouldn't lose a piece as I'm cutting them off. Well, the razor blade doesn't seem, I don't know. Well, I'll try it again here. I'll try a razor blade and see how that cuts. So, we'll take I tried these hobby knife here, didn't do a good job, but now that I'm trying this blade, it might just work in cutting these. At least wise it worked on this piece. And then trying to lift them off. These things are so thin there that it just takes a little touch and they will bend. I mean, and bend completely out of shape. Very hard to get back. Okay. We also have some of the hard ones. Number 22. Okay. Now, one of the noisemakers on here has left. So the left didn't like this or that. So actually, mostly probably didn't like because I didn't respond to their negativities. But my point is, for those of you that stick around, I greatly appreciate you watching and seeing how things go. And if you can, if you have some of you professionals out there that know of something better than these tools, then I would appreciate leaving a link where I can find them on certain things like this. I, again, really like this one, the 350 model. It does give a lot of detail. I'm not too sure how I'm going to paint it. Don't know how that's going to work out yet. But I think I'm going to try to spray most of it. I'm going to try. I don't know how I can do that. And I know this is going to be kind of long and all. We're working. I'm doing the best I can here. But any good comments and help here I'd greatly appreciate, because I want to keep this stuff going and keep, I like to do the best I can, especially in the case of these heroes. So anyway, I'm gonna keep it up and keep going, see where we go here. You see, I've got quite a few pieces done, some guns, one of the towers, these two towers. I believe, let's see, no, there's something, yeah, this will go on top of there, so as soon as these pieces dry, what's going to be an easy way to do this without destroying anything? See if I can give you a look at this. I'm not too sure how that comes out, but you can see the metal on it. There's two pieces there that's I had to fold up into a triangle to hold that top part on. It's a lot of work, but hopefully it will also be look good. So it is 0200. I am going to try to get a couple hours of sleep. Like, share, and subscribe. And Semper Fi. Alright, got quite a few of the pieces put together here. One of the toughest ones. One of the toughest ones. A lot of detail to it. Not very well seen in the video, I'm sure. This next upper deck requires a stack that had to be put together. Which I'm not doing real good, apparently. Yeah. Making it harder than it needs to be. The stack had some railing or metal work around it somehow or another. See if that helps. Anyway, it was an interesting piece. And we have, let's see, some type of doors, hatches. Now these doors. Openings here, which were put together as well. Then larger, very detailed model, I'll tell you. That's got a lot of little pieces to it. And that kind of makes it, I guess. I'm not sure, still undecided if I'm doing this right or not by not painting it. I don't know. Of course, the painting layout is pretty basic. Now, I don't know much about that color scheme, but I guess I'll find out more about it eventually. Just another little finished piece. So I'll keep at it. No, I guess I could put this on there, but this is gonna, I'll speed through it. Let's see if I can do this. Well, that part wasn't too complicated, I guess. Kind of fit in there real well. But there are a number of small things that go in here. I don't know what they are. There's some guns. I see a couple of guns in there, but I don't know what the other things are. So I'll work on that. And I'm going to have to look at this a little more detail, because this is a little confusing. And I hope I didn't mess it up, but there is 2 of these. Well, we'll see. I'll let you know here in a minute. Let's see what happens. Number 5. Okay. It's not 2 of them. They've just reversed it so that you can see both sides and where all the different pieces go. You can see all the things that go on here. All these little pieces and all the stuff that has to be put together to make a piece. And then when you get into the metal pieces, then you got to build those too. They have to be, yeah, I know they're optional, but they look better. So I'm going to option them in. But that was a little bit confusing there. It looked like, because on the bow and the stern, it just looks like they could be two of them, but there isn't. Okay, so that bit of confusion is taken care of. There are just a lot more pieces, details that are going to go on to this piece, which I think goes on the bow. I haven't figured that out yet. Haven't gotten to that, but I'm almost, yeah. I'm sure it does. It'll go on the bow. Somewhere in the neighborhood of here. Yeah, that works. Okay. So, I'm going to play with all of these tiny little pieces because I have dropped more of them than is very time consuming finding them and messing with it. So, then you want to see. So, I'm going to get back at it and I'll let you know what happens. You know it's really scary sometimes? It's when all the little fine details actually come together. I don't know how. I know it's not exactly perfect, but that sucker works. Works for me. I like it. So, even though we didn't get to see that get built because the memory card got full, there it is. Took about, well, it took me close to an hour to do that because of all the little metal pieces. They bend so easily. But there it is. The next step. So we'll see where that goes. Getting a little closer. I don't know. I'm really doing this justice. I don't have exactly clockmaker hands, jeweler hands. I've got grunt hands. That's what they're best used for. But I enjoy this, and I want to do the best I can for these brave men, sailors and Marines who did their best, and so many gave their lives for us. That I can be here, sitting here free and doing this is amazing to me. You don't think about this. A lot of people don't think about this. I do. For just how free we are. Don't argue with me. We're freer than any place else to do what we want. So, on to the next step. That is step 13. We're going to go on to 14 and putting the tower and everything together here and all the other little details. Let's see what happens. Number 5. So we got this put together. That took quite a while, getting all the little pieces all squared away. What I probably would have done, if I'd have known better, is this metal. I think just about all of this metal I had to put on last. Put the plastic in and then put the metal in. Because it was, I don't know. Yeah, probably would have. That was a little tough because I had to refit it all once I got it back up on there. Get the plastic on. So, got these towers up there and then all the metal wanted to come loose again. It's pretty delicate. But there it is, the next part. Okay, so still have lots to do before that goes on. And moving on to step number 15. Number 15 is where that tower goes on to. So, okay, let's keep her going. I know this one's going to be a long one, but I think it's pretty cool. Let's see what happens.